Talk of the town, talk of the town. Now you gotta reach out to Chris to talk to me now. Ironic how I'm who they miss, they target me now. Try to be next to me, but I give them Destiny's Child. That's
Oh, no. Welcome back, boys, to the Vault
Shout
Studio podcast.
Shout out to my boy Jack Harlow.
Jack,
You sandbagging motherfuckers got me before with the fake Taylor Swift intro. So I just want to give a shout out to my boy.
is it over
And
now?
also fuck you guys.
Game respects game, man.
Game respects
Hey,
game.
you were late. We came up with a plan. What do you want from us? We were bored. You left us alone in a room.
Schemers. That's
Yes.
all you.
Just saying that, boys. If you want to see the clip, it'll be on the socials.
Yes,
We'll get it
I'll
out
get- I'll
there.
get the
Everyone will
clip.
see it.
Yeah. You can all laugh at me. Yeah.
Did you also notice that we changed our chat to the Taylor Swift album theme?
No,
Oh, I thought he noticed
No.
that straight away.
I noticed. I couldn't
No,
stop
I
laughing
didn't.
at it.
no, I didn't.
It's got like eagles and stuff flying
Seagulls.
around now, seagulls.
Blue
It's all
hearts.
light blue.
Oh.
You didn't notice?
Oh wow, it does.
1989.
that was wasted.
Shout out. Great
Sorry,
album.
bro.
But let's get straight into the show, boys.
Yeah, boys.
After they like the socials,
Yes.
Follow,
get on
like,
the,
subscribe, share, comment,
ring the bell.
please.
Here we go, boys. CJ Stroud. He's the talk of the town.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
So he should be. He got that dog in him. Woof, woof.
30
He's
seconds left, one
unbelievable.
time out.
He is so good.
Goes 75 yards and score a touchdown.
Dog.
Cost me my fucking bet because I didn't have a kicker to kick a
Yeah.
fucking extra
Oh,
point.
Well,
Jesus.
technically, if they didn't score, you lost your bet anyway.
Yeah, but when it's a Monday morning
Yeah.
and you see your bet lose and you go, okay,
Also, if you're
Cool.
a kicker, that can kick straight in the NFL, you're going to make some money because there's been a lot of shit kickers lately. this
oh,
year.
absolutely, yeah.
Well, what did he hurt himself during the game, didn't he?
I believe so, yeah.
Pre-game.
No, I was in the second quarter. I think.
I think it was in second.
I still don't know why they didn't just get that running back to come in and kick the last extra point again.
No, because if he drops
If he
it
blocked
short,
it or-
blocks
yeah.
it short, drops it, it can get returned for
Yeah,
two.
return for two.
And
It was smart,
Then you go
but I was
no-take.
like, "Fuck you guys, kick the extra point for Brocky." Surely.
I was up and about.
I'm certain when the coaches are like trying to work out all the different parameters and all the different variables, they're not thinking about Brocky's fucking.
I just
balls.
hope that they all got to the sideline and they were like, "You know what? The line's fucking 2.5.
Yeah.
Fuck these cunts. Let's kneel it."
Yeah. You're
Like,
probably
I just hope that they did that. I know they didn't because they're
right.
coaches.
Do you reckon the coaches even look at the lines and shit like that?
They-
Sure,
they wouldn't be-
They've got so
Well,
many
they're not
other
allowed to
things think about.
gamble. They're not allowed to bet on
Oh,
anything.
obviously not.
They
No.
can't
So,
watch
I
the
don't
app.
even other games that they're not involved in. They can't
Yeah,
bet on,
you
right?
can't even have the app on your phone.
Like-
If you got caught with the app on your phone, you can get
Within
picked
the
up.
facility, they can't even bet on different sports.
like at all.
Within
Yeah,
the facility.
Jameson
you're-
Williams got done for betting on the NBA.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he did it in the Lions facility. You
I
can't
thought he got
gamble
done
in
for
the
betting
facility.
on an NFL game.
No.
No, that
Oh,
was
okay.
Ridley. Ridley got suspended.
Ridley,
if you bet
right.
on your own game, you'd be suspended for a season.
Yeah,
Ridley
right.
bet on his team to win.
Okay, no shit.
Yeah, like
yeah,
he wasn't even playing.
no, and he wasn't even playing in the game, and he bet on the
Yeah.
Falcons to win.
He was injured.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about the worst thing about it. But there was also a couple of Colts players that were betting in the facility
Yes.
on their games. And
Yes.
that's where it sort of fucked them over.
Look, I think you've got to have a pretty stern rule with it because you can't have guys. If you let them bet on, okay, you can bet only on your team to win. You can really then like you could be betting for each other. You know,
yeah.
Someone could get, hey,
Look,
hey, you go.
one
and
thing
put
I know
money
for
on
sure,
this.
I agree with you. That shit like that is a very slippery
Yeah,
slope.
you've gotta-
It
you've gotta
starts
be
as like
straight.
one thing, and then all of a sudden it's like shit. Anyway,
CJ
CJ
Stroud,
Stroud,
his last two throws were.
were
I
like
don't even think this is an outrageous statement. They're the best two throws of this season from any
top-
fucking.
they,
quarterback.
they were top tier quarterback
That
throws.
corner post, the
Yeah.
way so the corner he threw the left hand side of the field, the
Yep.
second last throw, they are in a cover two flat. So the corner's dropping deep into the flat.
Yep.
He had, if you watch the way he throws that, he looks off the flat defender to hold his feet for
Yeah,
half
so
a
he was,
second.
yeah.
Then he throws it not only with enough like touch on it to get over, the
'cause it's gotta go
defender,
over, that's right.
but
Yeah,
fast enough so the safety that
safety
was
can't get
10
to it.
yards
Yeah.
deep
yeah.
couldn't even get to it.
Yeah.
And then put it all that with the loft and the velocity, then put it on the sideline,
Yeah,
perfect, so he can catch it, get his feet, and get out of bounds
out of
as well.
bounds. Yeah, because he had to
Stop
get
the
out of
clock.
bounds and stop the clock.
Because
That's right.
if that's caught in bounds, they don't have time.
no,
The game's
they
over.
don't. Yeah,
So, and then the throw he hit to Tank Dell for the touchdown was the two Bucks guys look at each other, and it's as if they're just like couldn't do anything. Like they were in a cover four. He threw it high outside.
Yeah.
Both corners, both DBs broke on it, and they're just like, no,
no,
like we cannot get this
can't
ball.
get it. Yeah,
Like they
Perfect.
just cannot get it.
That's
it was,
what you call a perfectly thrown ball.
it was perfect. Now the coverage, they shouldn't have let him get behind, but also you're trying to bait him into a pick there too, because
Yes,
he would have
absolutely.
had
Yes.
3 more plays because there's plenty of
Yes.
time. So
Yes,
I get what the Bucks are trying to do. They're going, hey, young fella, throw the perfect ball. And then when he threw it, Carlton Davis literally looks at the safety and goes,
Yep.
What do we do, man? We baited him. He threw it.
And he threw it.
If he throws that half a meter lower, it's intercepted, and half a meter higher, it's incomplete. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
yes,
he had
correct.
to throw it there. It was the risky
Yeah,
throw,
it's like a window this big to throw
Yeah.
it into.
and he fucking hit it. And I've said, he had a bad week last week against Carolina. And George, you had a great point. It was, he lost the battle, but he'll have
He's
the
gonna,
last
he's gonna
laugh.
have the last laugh.
CJ Stroud now has more touchdown passes in his career than Kenny Pickett.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a fantastic.
Now I know Kenny Pickett's not the shining light. He's also got more than Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So
Fields is 4 years
yeah.
in.
Wow.
he's got more
Really?
than guys that were drafted 4 years ago.
Mm.
He's
Wow.
He's broken
That's actually fucked me up. That's
passing yards in a game he broke on the weekend. Passing touchdowns to this point of the season, he's in front by no one's had. I think he's in front by. I think Andrew Luck was about 3
Right.
touchdowns behind him.
wow.
Like he's got the potential to break every rookie quarterback record.
yeah.
Like this motherfucker's not only gonna win offensive rookie of the
Oh,
year.
dude.
If they could just string some wins together and he kept playing like this, he's a legitimate MVP candidate. Now, history tells us he won't. He's a
not
rookie
as
quarterback.
Yeah, no, no.
He'll be up and down. But all I know is,
Wow.
well fucking done, the Houston Texans, because you nailed it. Also, and who's Will Anderson
Will Anderson
played very well. In
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So yeah, they've given up next year's first round pick. But they have
they've hit on two
potentially
studs, bro.
they've hit on a stud quarterback.
Correct.
So tick.
Tick.
And then I'm pretty
A
sure
stud
in 2
pass
years'
rusher.
time, and everyone's going, oh, they've given up 2 first round picks. I'm like, no, they didn't. They just gave one next year to get one this
yeah.
year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you look at this year, they got a top 4 pick. There was what was it, the 5th pick they traded back for?
Something like
no,
that,
the
yeah.
third.
Yeah.
They picked 6th, 2nd, and 3rd.
second and third, yeah.
Yeah, so they've got the 3rd overall pick. There's no way the Texans are going to have the 3rd overall pick this year.
No, they're too
Like
good.
they're going to win 8 or 9
They're
games.
too good now.
They're,
Forget
they're,
it,
they're
yeah.
a potential 7 seed. Now I don't think they will, but they've got that
Yeah.
opportunity. So
Yeah.
they'll be around the 15 mark. So
Yeah.
they literally got a 3rd overall pick instead of the 15th
15th
pick and
pick,
got
yeah.
2 of the best players in the
Yeah,
draft.
absolutely.
I said,
So,
look,
like you
it
said,
was
stud
risky.
quarterback, stud pass rusher, like
It was risky,
fucking
but it's
tick,
worked
tick.
out. I think
Tick.
D'Amico Ryan's a great coach.
and yeah, that was I said that in the offseason. That's a fucking great sign.
They fucking play hard for him.
yeah,
They
do. They love him.
genuinely play hard. They're
He's-
like him.
CJ's thrown 1 pick this year as well.
Wow,
That's the insane
Yeah,
thing.
He takes care of the ball.
I
Doesn't
said that after
make
watching
bad
because I remember I said earlier on this show. I said all you need is 3 starts to see if you can see if a guy's got it after 3 starts. I remember watching and I think, fuck, this kid is accurate, man.
He's got it.
really good. He's got it.
Like-
Big tick to Houston. I
And
love it.
What I
Yeah.
like about him as well is he's taken 18 sacks this year.
Yeah.
So he will eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and their
If
O
it's
line's
not
not
there,
great. Like, you got to remember, he's playing on
eat
the
it.
Houston Texans.
That's what I'm saying. And they're shit. And look
No,
how well
They're
he's
not
playing.
like Nico Collins. Like, no disrespect to Nico Collins and Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz, the ex-Cowboys tight end,
Yeah.
who's having a very good season.
yeah,
But
he is actually. Yeah,
they're not Travis Kelsey, Justin Jefferson, and
correct.
Jamar Chase running
Correct.
around
No,
out
they're
there.
not. Yeah.
Yet Tank
Yet.
Dell might develop in. Like, I don't know. He's a rookie too. Like
Yeah, okay.
they might have hit on him too. I don't know. But Nico Collins is not. He's a dude. He's
Yeah.
just a guy. He's probably on a really good team. He's your 3rd or maybe 4th option as a receiver,
Sure.
and he's their starter. And they're doing well. Like Damian Pierce has been shit. They don't even run the ball that well anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he's carrying that team, and it's not even a talented team.
No, it's not.
So yeah,
So,
I'm
and
excited.
Now what they can do is they know, okay, tick. We've hit on our quarterback. We've hit on our edge rusher. All we have to do is build the offense around him and build the defense around him,
Mm.
and we'll be fucking.
And
set.
you've got 5 years of rookie deal now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
On
he's on
both.
5 years of rookie deal.
And in fairness to them, they've got a very good left tackle in Laramie Tunsil.
yeah, he's good.
And that's probably one of the other. So quarterback, edge rusher, and left tackle are your 3 hardest positions to find. They've
Yeah.
got studs at all 3.
Yeah.
Go to free agency. They've got tons of cap.
Yep.
Go bang. Like
Yeah.
They've now, like, D'Amico Ryan should be getting that off season. I don't know who the GM is. They should be going, we need to spend everything.
Yeah.
Because we've got a 3-year fucking window here.
Yep.
Like what Mahomes did in Chiefs.
Yeah, correct.
When he took over that second year, Andy Reid has sat down and gone,
Fuck.
shit, we got one here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pay him $60 million a year very soon. Let's load the
Up.
fuck up
Up.
and get
Yep.
these players.
Yep.
And that's what they'll do, I think.
Yep.
So
I agree.
box seat for them.
Spot on. I love it. And the AFC South is not super competitive
Jags are running away with it.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But if
they're
they
fickle.
laid up on dudes, they could easily rule that division for the next 4 or 5 years.
Oh yeah. That's it. I'm not. I would take right now. I'd take Stroud over Lawrence.
Nick Cassio.
Oh,
Nick
Oh,
Cassero, yeah.
I reckon it's 50-50. 50-50.
Which is scary because we've seen 3.5 seasons
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Lawrence, and we've seen some bad stuff of Lawrence too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we've
a
seen-
lot of that. A
we've
lot of
seen-
that was like
Urban
coaching
Meyer
and all
issue.
that shit. Yeah,
Well, I think when you analyze Lawrence, you should remove that entire first season.
yeah, I
from your
agree. I
analysis.
agree.
I don't
agree.
think it's worth watching. I don't think it's him because
No, I
everyone
don't think
brings
it's
up
him
the stats. They're like, so he has the same statistics as Mac Jones, basically.
Yep.
Just, Trevor Lawrence is like,
Yeah, but what if you take away
Well,
that first season though?
yeah, like Mac Jones' first season was pretty good because he was on a really good team, and
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence had. So I'm always saying, take away both their first seasons and tell me who's better.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
since then, Mac Jones has been dog shit.
Obviously, yeah. Mac
Yeah.
Jones is no good.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to our man Josh Dobbs.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm in love.
First of all, the
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals are tanking they're tanking
they're
so
tanking so
fucking
fucking
hard.
hard,
They
it's
had to
not funny.
trade Josh Dobbs away
Yes.
yeah,
because Josh Dobbs was close to getting him wins
yeah, yeah.
and
yeah.
got him a win over the
Yeah,
Cowboys, no
yeah,
less.
correct.
Like this,
And
So-
like they're not even giving Bijan Robinson the ball. Or,
No.
or they're not doing anything. They're just so blatantly tanking. It's not
And-
even funny, man.
so the Cardinals trade Josh Dobbs to the Minnesota Vikings.
Mhm.
He doesn't get a training session with the Vikings.
Yeah.
That's it. 3 days before game.
Yeah, never taken a snap from the center.
Taking snaps on the
Didn't,
sideline.
didn't know
bro.
anyone's name. So him and Garrett Bradbury on the sideline doing snaps. And Garrett Bradbury was like, "How do you want me to hold the?"
Yeah,
I played center before. The first thing you knew when your center, your quarterback workout is like, "Where do you want the ball to come
Ball.
up to you?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you hold the laces the way they want it.
Yeah.
They're out on the sideline working out how he wants it to snap to him. Like,
Pre-game.
I was thinking, like, this is going to be outrageous.
This isn't
he-
fucking GB. This is the NFL. bro.
Yeah,
Not pre-game. During the game.
during the game.
bro.
During the game.
Not just the snap.
He didn't
the
even get
cadence.
warm-up reps.
Crazy.
He was
man.
trying to hit it. Like
Oh.
they had the O line around him trying to hit his
and
cadence.
wait, and then they fucking won.
And then they came back and won.
Unreal. Josh Dobbs, the alopecia man. He's
Oh,
That
fantastic.
hairless fucking bastard.
He's so.
I
handsome.
would give him whatever hair I have left if that's what he wanted.
I have no hair left to give. Sorry,
I love that guy. Together, man, you might be able to
Rocky,
give him
you got a
full
nice little thicket going up
Yeah,
there.
we
We
might-
might give him some fucking. hair.
Nah,
with those
nah.
the short back and side.
I'll grow mine out. My barber's away for the next 5 weeks. I'm very disappointed about
Okay.
it. So he had to give me a real good
No,
cut.
Do
no,
you know there's more than one barber?
no shout out to.
No, you don't cheat on your barber. You cheat on your
you know
missus.
what?
You don't cheat on your barber.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
bro?
no,
Cheat on your
I-
barber. That's like changing football teams. You can't do that shit.
Yeah.
I go to his house.
I
That's
tried.
how
I tried to
loyal I
attack
am
you guys. It hasn't worked out for me because I've been going to the same fucking barber for fucking 15 years.
Yeah, we can tell.
Hey-oh.
How dare you? With every cut, I risk it more and more.
I'm not coming back.
Yeah. No, I just said no. Enough's enough.
And then you
Just
just
buzz
put it
off.
all on your face.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
smart.
And
All right,
and my chest.
you can do the next topic. Rock.
I don't love this topic. I don't
Oh,
want. I don't want to talk about
This
him.
is Georgie. This is your topic.
I want to keep
What is
my
it?
boys under wraps.
Ravens.
Oh,
Clear AFC favorites.
clear. Did you see that performance on the weekend? And Lamar
Yeah.
didn't even like have an amazing game, and they still fucking thrashed them.
I will say one thing. I
How many NFC teams have they absolutely fucking annihilated this year? The
Who did
Ravens,
they-
by
who
the
did
way.
they beat again? Seahawks.
Seahawks
man.
and
Pumped them. Yeah,
Detroit week before.
they pumped Detroit. Who were two playoff teams?
Playoff
NFC.
teams,
The,
playoff NFC
the-
teams, and they made them look like second-rate teams, man.
the NFC is soft. Remember,
Yeah,
The
which it
NFC
is. It's seeming to be more
that,
and more
run,
soft every
that
year.
running back had an unbelievable. What's his name again? I forgot his name.
Keaton Mitchell,
He had an
rookie running back, first
unbelievable
real game
game.
he actually got playing time and absolutely unloaded.
They are such, and their defense looked incredible. They were smothering them all over him, man.
Justice Hill had a fucking game as well. Gus Bus did his thing as well. The
Insane.
run game is good.
Ravens are an extremely well
Actually,
coached,
we'll discuss
well-
Seattle later because I've got a point.
well
We'll do
coached,
the quarterback stuff.
well drilled,
They're
well.
outstanding.
They're like just like in terms of like guys for fit, for position, for scheme. They're just fucking
What
tops.
Lamar has been this year was not to say it's what I thought he would be is probably wrong. It's what I
thought he would
wanted
be.
him to be.
I thought he would be what he was in his MVP year when he was running around.
No,
everywhere.
that's what I
No.
mean. Like this is what
That's
I
what I thought
wanted.
he would be.
This is what I wanted Lamar to be
Yeah.
with all these. They've finally put talent around him.
Yeah.
And now he can just play football
Yeah,
properly.
yeah.
It's not even just the talent. They let him run the offense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's
Yeah.
for the first time he's actually a quarterback and he's very good. He's probably going to win MVP. If you give an MVP out now, it's him.
Dude.
He went 21 from 26 for 187 yards.
No
One sack.
touchdowns.
No tutties. Still won my fantasy game. It's fine. He had 60 rushing yards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like-
But the thing is, he's turning into just a good quarterback now. You can't. Oh, well, let's just hold him in the pocket.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, hold me in the pocket. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll just start throwing the ball around.
It's
You,
not.
you put two over the top.
Yeah.
I'll throw it over the middle.
I'll
like,
fucking do whatever you
whatever.
want. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
It's not even just that. They one of the best O-lines in the game.
Yep.
Best
Yeah,
in the
O-line's
AF,
great.
but I
O-line's
love the
really good.
NFC's. I love the Eagles O-line.
Yeah, Eagles is good.
Ravens O-line is the best in the AFC.
It's no secret that most of the good teams in the NFL have all
Have
got
got
good
good
offensive
offensive
lines.
lines.
But it's not even that. It's the way he was
You
coached
can't win without one, dude.
the past 3 years. If it's a read option, he has to run the read option.
Yeah.
If it's a run, he has to run the run.
Yeah.
It was a fucking shit passing scheme. Now he literally walks up to the line, sees it, and goes, "Hey, OBJ, this guy's coming. Run a fucking slam behind him.
Yeah.
Let me put it on you 4 yards out.
Yep.
And take a fucking 40 from me,
Yep.
OBJ.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's what the receivers we have do. We don't have deep threats, sure.
Well, I think Zay Flowers has really helped that offense.
Yep.
He's an absolute joystick through the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
can
really
put
is.
it on him.
Yep.
He's OBJ in his first 2 years. Put it on him.
I told you. I
Run
told you
around.
he'd be good.
He's
I told you.
I knew he was
OBJ's
going to be good.
OBJ is about the fucking corpse of his former self, isn't he?
No, but you still have to guard him.
Well, he said
that's
It
true.
was last
That's
week
true.
against Detroit. He had 5 PIs called on him.
You still
Yeah.
have to guard him.
Didn't get a catch. Had 5 PIs. You should see at the end of the game. He was so angry.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I fucking just they keep grabbing me. I just want to catch it.
You still have to put a safety over the top of him,
True.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
fucking hold
But
him
a
at the line.
PI for the offense is just as good as a
I
catch.
think PIs should be stats.
Yeah, right.
I
okay.
think if you get
Well,
a PI on you,
count towards your yardage.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay. All
I
right,
think
that's
if you're
actually-
running a route and you get PI called on you, and it's like a 60-yard PI,
Should
Yeah.
get penalty yards.
60-yard receiving.
yeah,
No, not
okay.
the receiver. You should-
Yeah, maybe
it-
penalty yards.
penalty
I don't know,
yards
they
to
should-
get four.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do
Because
record it.
basically what they're saying is that like the whole point of the penalties is that if
He was going to
you-
catch that.
if you weren't
Yes.
penalized, you would have caught it. So
Yes.
I'll get your logic. That's actually not a bad call.
PI absolutely holding downfield. No,
No, not holding,
but like
yeah,
a PI downfield.
PI 100%.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But
That,
it's
that would have to be one of the most egregious penalties in any. Like if you throw a 60-yard bomb and give PI gets called on it, like the spot because the first down mark
Oh,
gets
it's
to the spot of
brutal.
the foul. It's such a brutal penalty.
I don't think there'd be a bigger penalty in sport.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there would be.
Than a
Maybe
PI.
maybe a red card in soccer is pretty big.
Yeah, it's true. But
But-
it's also soccer, so we're talking real sports. So,
good. Nailed him.
Man,
I don't even think George's a soccer guy.
no, I'm not.
No.
Like I'm not a soccer guy, but like I mean, I
Sounds like
am.
he might be a soccer guy.
He's a
Nah,
he's
like,
a
I like
football
so-
guy.
I
He
like
loves the
soccer.
game.
He's
I
a
like soccer.
football guy.
I like soccer. I didn't say I
Football.
wasn't.
Football.
I didn't say I didn't like soccer.
Did,
What'd you
did
say?
you know how I know you're not a soccer guy?
Why is
Because
that?
you called it soccer.
You haven't corrected us about calling it soccer.
No, it's soccer.
His Greek heritage is definitely not running strong through him right
Yeah,
now.
if he was one of those Italians, I'd believe he loves soccer.
he might need to have another night of it.
One of those Italians.
Is that not a nice
Is
way
that-
to say it?
Is that racist? I don't know.
No. You can be
There'd be
right.
a lot of cultures if I said it about them that would be a lot more racist than saying the Italians.
Amen to that.
You can be racist against Italians.
Let's-
for
okay.
the next 5 years.
Let's-
That's going to come back
I'm
around.
almost Italian anyway.
Let's move on before we get cancelled.
Let's talk about
Anyway, Ravens, AFC favorites. Oh, you heard it
Yeah,
here
stop
first.
talking about them, boys. Let's just
No,
get
yeah,
it on the
100%.
carpet. I don't want.
the Ravens are so good. Lamar's going to win MVP. OBJ is not going to get hurt. He's going to play the whole season.
We're going to go off. We're going to go off the run sheet. how about Dak throwing a
No, no,
5 yard
no.
short on a Hail Mary? Yeah, that was smart.
Hey, they almost scored.
Now, what about? Did you see?
Are
that?
you
I
done?
don't think you
Did
could
you
throw
see-
it that far.
Did you see all the memes? Did you see
It's
all the
only
memes when he got
25
stopped on
yards.
the 3-yard line and he got turned
I didn't
fucking
know
upside down?
Yeah, stomp the yard 3, Philadelphia. So they were very
I did
good.
see the Eagles at 8-1 with Dak in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always beat Dak. Always. There's not even Jalen Hurts.
What do we got? What do we got next, man?
Raiders win after snake firing.
I just want to touch on this quickly because I know we spoke about fuckhead snake boy,
Yeah.
McDaniels, but I just wanted to highlight it that obviously everyone fucking hated him in the building, right? Because as soon as he was gone, it was just like a breath of fresh air in the
Yeah.
whole place. Everyone just seemed like they were just having fun, enjoying life, enjoying football again. Like, videos from the change rooms of guys smoking cigars,
Yeah,
just
that-
having
that-
a fucking.
I'm
Well,
going to go. That's a bit excessive. You won one game
wins-
against the
No,
Giants.
I think that they
Wins
did it.
solve
They did
everything.
it to stick it to Snake Boy. They did
Yeah,
it to
apparently
stick
they
it.
were.
It wasn't like because they beat the Giants. Like we're like the Giants suck.
Apparently
it
they
to
were
stick it
doing
to
it
Snake
about
Boy.
see a snake.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
he
that's
wouldn't.
why.
He wouldn't let them do it
Smoke
after.
program,
Or whatever.
Yeah,
They
right.
only won one
Yeah.
game. So like,
Well, yeah.
And, like,
How
did
would you
see
know?
the-
How would you
did
know
see the
fully
interim
awake?
coach? You see the interim coach. He had all the practice squad players out on the field warming
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
the main squad
Antonio
as well.
Pierce
Yeah,
played for the Giants.
Yeah.
And wouldn't beat the Giants.
yeah,
Also, the other thing I thought about that I didn't bring up. So Aiden O'Connell got the start.
yeah.
And he played earlier in the year and had a very good preseason too.
Yep.
But do you know what I realized? Josh McDaniels started Brian Hoyer when Garoppolo was hurt over Aiden O'Connell.
Yes,
Yes.
correct. Yes.
It only occurred to me then. I was
Yes.
like, didn't Brian Hoyer play? I was like, oh my God, no wonder this fuckhead got fired.
Yeah, man.
If that's not looking after your boys,
Of course it is.
because Aiden O'Connell looked good. He
He
looked
looks good.
certainly better than Jimmy Garoppolo
Jimmy G's
Brian
done.
Hoyer.
Jimmy G's done this year.
I
That's
think
it.
that's he's a guy, like he's maybe a Sam Howe sort of guy that, you
Or
know
a
what?
Or a Kenny Pickett
Yeah,
type. Like that type.
let's see
yeah.
what we got
Yeah,
next
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
Let's not
Yep.
trade the farm to get a quarterback.
Yep.
Let's see what we got in this guy.
Yep.
It might keep Devontae Adams around if he's got a big arm, like he's going to throw it to me.
Devontae Adams
He
is-
was enjoying it after him. Devontae.
No,
He-
Devontae Adams actually was like, I felt much. He had 5 catches or something like that. He got targeted.
Because obviously he fucking hated Snake Boy.
Yeah, I think they all did. But so
Yeah.
do you know that? So I want to get this because one of our long time listeners, Jer Sayar, the big man all the way from Ireland,
Man, shout out.
he sent me this story right about the now coach Antonio Pierce, sorry, not
Yep.
Michael Pierce. So they apparently had a meeting this year before the Thursday before week 8. So just before he got fired, before their Friday
So
night
like
game,
like a week ago or whatever.
Oh,
Yep.
I think I know he's going to say yes.
Yeah, go on.
to get their grievances out.
Who?
And the whole team and,
players.
McDaniel.
Oh, so the players
it was
or
a
just
players
the
and
coaches?
coaches meeting.
Oh
So
wow,
players
they're
and their team.
like fucking
Yep.
80 people there.
Yep, and apparently
Right.
everyone was saying what they wanted to say. Players unloaded on McDaniels, who eventually asked Pierce to stand up and speak on his behalf
Rally the troops around.
because he's that fucking gutless. He couldn't face his
Wow.
own players. And then he brought up the 2007 Super Bowl season when Pierce was at the Giants and said that they believe they could beat anyone, blah, blah, blah. Typical Super Bowls. But, we believe we could beat anyone. We always did. That's why we beat the 16 Patriots. And then apparently, because the offensive coordinator of that Patriots team was Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
So Josh McDaniels then goes to him and says, don't ever talk about the Patriots like that.
What? Who's your loyalty to, man? The Patriots from 10 years ago or the team you're coaching now, you jerk off?
Yeah. And then apparently the building was just divided. And then the rumors
course.
were that Mark Davis spoke with Antonio Pierce. And there was a bit of insider trading where Pierce went, yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well, it's not insider trading. The owners asked him a direct question, probably.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
So basically not only his players turned on him, but his staff turned on him. And then the organization turned on him.
yeah.
And this is the second time it's happened.
Yeah.
Anywhere out of New England, it happens.
Yep.
Because he hasn't got Brady to
hasn't
save
got
him,
Brady
and he
to
hasn't
save
got Belichick to save him
Yep.
either.
Yep.
Because he's Belichick's boy, and I get it. It's he loves him, whatever. Same with Patricia and Bill O'Brien and all
Yep.
them.
Yep.
But unfortunately, who's going to end up paying for it? Bill Belichick's going to pay for it.
Why?
Well, because he's not going to. He probably won't have a job next year. Bill Belichick.
You reckon?
Because
you reckon
he's invested all his coaching in these guys that Tom Brady saved for his whole life.
Yeah.
Because he could never look through past the Tom Brady and go, hold on a second, my coaches aren't very good. It's Tom
Yeah.
Brady doing it all.
Yeah.
And now it's caught up with him.
I think that was a little bit of hubris on his behalf. He didn't want to admit that
100%,
Brady
it's
was
caught
as
up
good
with
as
him.
what he was because he wanted a little bit of the
And then he
a
bought
little
in
bit of the
Mac
shine on
Jones.
himself too.
He bought
yeah.
in an unathletic, like
Tom Brady.
weak-armed quarterback.
Tom
in-
Brady.
in a world
a,
where
a junior Tom Brady.
Yeah, but Tom Brady had the brains. That was the
Yeah.
difference. Peyton
Yeah.
Manning had the brains. Eli Manning had the brains. He didn't
Yeah.
have the arms. Like, there's not many of them around that can do that with
Yeah.
a weak arm. So, as I said, it's going to cost him. But yeah, I thought that was a very interesting thing about Josh McDaniels that he had that meeting because he brought up.
I
the
didn't know that
Giants
they had that
meeting.
meeting. So that was like full cards on the table type
Then they
meeting.
played the
What
they
were
played the
some of
Lions
things-
the
what
next
were
day.
some of the things that were
They
said?
didn't release a lot. Apparently, just the coaches. But all I know is that all the players were having a go at McDaniels and basically hammering McDaniels. And then he was like, "You get up and speak for me." Like, I'm not face. Like, he couldn't face.
Couldn't even face his own players. The fucking gutless.
Mate, I would have
fucker.
just got up and been like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah,
Like, I think if you're going to be an asshole, at least be an asshole.
yeah.
Like, that's the problem with McDaniels. He's a
The
snake.
problem is he was probably trying to keep his job because he knows that like when it comes down to it, obviously ownership can't fire all the players. They're gonna keep all the players and fire the fucking coach, mate. You know what I mean?
I don't think he goes to an NFL team next year. He goes to a college.
I hope he goes and coaches fucking high school in Delaware. The cunt. He
No,
go fuck himself.
I would put all my money on his back at the Patriots.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
You've
think-
been saying that the whole time.
I just
don't think.
know what
I don't
they
think
do.
Bill will be there next year.
Well, that's the other
You're
thing.
probably right.
Sorry, I should say
They're
if,
trying to-
if Belichick's there next year,
yeah,
Josh
they're,
McDaniels will
they're
be
trying
there.
to trade Bill out.
Well, you got to remember, he brought back Matt Patricia after all the rape stuff came out when he was in Detroit.
Yeah.
Then he
yeah.
got fired in Detroit like 6 months later.
Yeah.
And he still brought him back to run his offense when he's not even an offensive
he's a
coordinator.
defensive coach. Yes.
Like, remember, Bill Belichick's like he's got some flaws to his fucking game. Bill
Oh,
Belichick.
boys, I've said it on this podcast at least a dozen times. Tom Brady was a massive band-aid over that organization.
Agreed. All right, let's look AFC North, the best division in football.
Oh, some dogs in that division, mate.
So we've got Ravens obviously leading.
Yep.
Steelers, Chargers.
So
Browns.
right now, all four in the playoffs.
They're
Is
all
that correct?
four
have the
teams
same
are in the
record.
playoffs.
Which would be wild. Can we just quickly talk
Has-
about?
Has that
The-
ever happened before?
No, because remember, this is the first time they only went to having an extra playoff team a few years ago.
Right. So,
So you only ever got two wild cards.
Yeah.
So you'd have to get the winner, and then all three wild cards would be from the same division,
which was basically impossible.
which is outrageous. Because what's going to happen in this division? Unfortunately, one of them will probably miss out because they all have to play each other.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And
Yeah.
down the stretch, the last kind of 5 games, you all play each other.
We do
Yes.
actually.
So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
end up like, unless the other teams just shit that are in contention for the 7 seed, shit the bed and keep losing.
Who are some teams that are in contention, please?
You'd have the Browns. Oh no, they're in that.
No, they're
division.
in.
Yeah, who out of that division is in?
Yeah, that's what I
They
mean.
all are. Oh, in the playoff.
Yeah,
picture?
who's
Yeah, out of the out of,
Titans? Titans are hanging around a little bit.
So I think it's Cincy there. So let's go 8, 9, 10. Buffalo Bills are 5-4. Houston
Yeah.
Texans are 4-4. Chargers are 4-4.
Are the Bills not in the playoffs?
No,
right?
they're not.
Bills
They're
aren't
out
in, bro.
right now. They're out, dude.
Bills aren't in. They're 4-5. That loss.
No, they're 5-4.
5-4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, because they lost to the Bengals on the weekend.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, they're only a game behind the Dolphins though, and the Dolphins are showing their absolute fucking
Dolphins frauds. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I've been saying it.
You've been saying it
I've been-
fucking all year, bro.
I've been saying it.
Oh, so they've played an extra game, the Bills, than everyone else in the North. 'Cause
Right.
They're all 5
Yes,
and 3.
no,
The
no,
Bills
they're-
are 5-4.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't trust the Browns at all. Like I just
Yeah, but
they got
okay,
Deshaun Watson
but
back now.
let me paint a picture for you. Deshaun comes back after the bye and he's fucking like Houston Texans Deshaun.
Well,
That could easily happen.
well, he played okay on the weekend.
that could
He
easily happen. He could easily
played
find,
all right.
find
Like,
a purple.
he kept his dick in his pants the whole game.
He-
I
he
was
played
so
all
proud
right.
of him.
Congratulations, mate.
He played right against the Cardinals.
Yeah. Like it wasn't a hard battle. Like you also got the Chargers
Yeah, but
hanging
like
around
but a
still,
lot.
4 and
Okay,
4.
but it's okay. You're right, but let me.
I'm still pissed off. I lost my fucking.
Let me
bet on
just
that.
say
12 points. 12 points, Cardinals. Can't fucking score 3 at least. Get your fucking field goal. You
AFC's
fucking cunt.
Yeah,
He
AFC's
hasn't
loaded.
like lost
I've
it.
said that you guys are
He's-
NFC boys. You don't see how good the AFC is.
No, I've been saying the AFC's loaded all
Like,
year, dude.
the
What are you hating, dude?
The AFC record against NFC teams. Let me just refresh it for this year.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Hey, Brocky come with fucking receipts,
No,
man.
'cause I was looking at these stats last week. You know what? I'll
My
keep it.
name's Brock. I'm a fucking gimp.
Whoa,
Well,
whoa,
you know what?
whoa.
Hey, as soon as I said it, I knew it was wrong.
But you
It
still
was
said
like
it.
my Italians attack. You know, as soon as I said it, I knew it wasn't right.
There's been 49 games against AFC versus NFC teams this year.
Cross conference games.
Yep.
Yep.
Do we want to have a guess of the record?
I
How
reckon
many
it's like
games?
49.
I reckon it's like 35 and whatever the
Well,
rest is.
31 and 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
31 and 18.
31 and 18.
Yeah, bro. I've been saying it all year. The AFC stacked. I've been saying it all year. Don't look at me like I'm a hater. I'm not a hater at all.
These fucking Philly fans.
Right.
Oh, they grease the
Honestly-
polls because they'll be fucking sliding on them for
So
a
it
couple
was
weeks.
so quiet during the whole game on the
Oh.
weekend.
Oh, no!
I thought my phone was broken.
Didn't even get upset about how the refs missed all those calls against the Cowboys. I don't see him getting upset
Yeah,
off
he's fine.
saying,
this
"Oh, fucking all the Chiefs,
If
blah
you-
blah
did
blah."
you see one of the topics I put up in the group?
Yeah, I know. Oh, let's move on. Yeah, but AFC North loaded. I would love to see 4 teams from the one division.
Yeah, I
I
reckon
don't,
it'd be
I don't
cool.
think it'll happen though.
I just don't think Kenny Pickett's good enough to be a playoff quarterback.
No,
That's the only
CJ
problem.
Stroud's thrown more touchdowns than him.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett's third season, second season.
Well,
Second?
he's a.
I'd love to see.
second,
I'd
maybe.
love to
Second.
see the Texans in the playoffs in Stroud's first year.
Hey,
I
they're
reckon that'd
4
be
and
so
4.
good.
They're,
They're
they're only
absolute
a
chance.
game behind the Jags now.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Here's the stat that LeBron James gave me.
Oh,
And when
The
I
LeBron James.
the LeBron James, and when I say that, he definitely read it on an Instagram post. The Pittsburgh Steelers have been outscored and outgained yardage wise this year, and they're still
as in
got
like points against versus
Point-
points for.
and they're still got a winning record.
Yeah. Well, that's
and
that-
yards as well.
you know what that sounds like to me.
They're
That
still
sounds like
winning.
That sounds like Steeler football to me.
Like it's insane.
Yeah.
Tomlin's a cuck.
Absolute cuck.
That's
I
his
know,
problem.
I know you don't like Tomlin. Why don't you
No.
like him?
I don't have a problem with Tomlin.
You kind of do
But
though.
what Tomlin is doing and what the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing is they're accepting mediocrity forever.
Right.
You like if you can't
like
just-
they're on that 9-8 bullshit. Is that
yeah,
what-
like
okay.
they're never getting anywhere.
Yeah.
You just scrape into the playoffs every year because you win shitty games against shitty teams.
Yeah.
They get a pretty easy schedule every year. I know their division's hard. I'll accept that.
Division's hard, yeah.
But it's also a division that always seems to
Hasn't always been hard though, because
No.
the Bengals haven't been great for a long time,
and
and
the
Oh,
Browns
Browns have
haven't
been dog shit.
dog
for-
shit for forever.
The Bengals weren't too bad 15 years ago when they had
Oh, Ocho Cinco and all that.
Ocho,
Yeah, but then the
the Red
Browns,
Rocket.
And
the
Red-
Browns were going, oh, and
the Browns were shit, but the
the
Ravens
red
were always
rifle.
good.
They had the red
Yeah.
rifle too. What's
Oh,
his
Dalton, Andy
Oh,
Dalton,
Dalton, yeah.
Dave Nielsen,
Then they had Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
Or they had
Huh?
Carson Palmer before him.
It's the other
before
red
him,
rifle.
AJ Green in his prime as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. What was I saying? I can't remember. Yeah, the Steelers. I just think they handcuff themselves every year because they never drop low enough.
Yeah.
Well, and they're going to convince themselves because Pickett will have a couple of good games down the stretch, and they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, Pickett's the guy." He's not the fucking guy. I'm
I
sorry.
don't think he's a guy either.
I'm not. I don't consider myself an expert,
Oh,
but
Matt-
I've seen the guy, and I've seen Kenny Pickett.
and he ain't that guy.
I've seen the guys, and I've looked back at Kenny Pickett,
So,
and he ain't the guy.
because like
That motherfucker right there.
He ain't the guy.
He's not the guy.
He's not that guy. I'm telling you.
because you look at the eye test doesn't lie. I always say the eye doesn't lie. You look at like Stroud and you go, yeah, that's the guy.
Mate,
You look at like week
Who's
8,
the
you're like,
quarterback?
this is the guy.
it was Lawrence's rookie year. I remember we were doing the show with Richie, and Richie was like, "Nah, I think he's going
Shout
to
out to
crap."
Richie.
And I was like, "Nah." And I found these like 4 or 5 throws, and I was like, "These throws are the
Yeah.
ones." Like Stroud might end up falling off the cliff a bit by the end of the season. Do you know what? At the end of the year, when everyone goes, "Oh, I reckon Stroud is overrated," do you know the 2 throws I'll show?
Yeah, those two.
those
two,
last 2
yeah.
on the weekend.
Yes.
Because
But
if a quarterback can make those,
You can make
fucking
those
throws,
throws. You're a guy.
and you know what? Not that it even matters how good the defense he was playing against, because it was such a backed up situation.
Yeah,
that any team should be able to defend
you had
what he
40
was
seconds
doing.
left, dude.
Like exactly. So the defense shouldn't matter, but it's also the Bucks defense is good.
Yeah, the
They've
Bucks
got
is good.
good
Yeah,
defensive
they're good.
backs.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
got a decent pass rush. Like he just stepped up in the pocket and made fucking plays.
and fucking
Yeah,
slung it.
and my point, like I just don't think Pittsburgh don't have the guy. Pickens is pissed off now. Like Tomlin came out today and said, "What are you doing about the Pickens situation?" He's like, "It's like having a stone in my boot.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's fucking annoying." I'm like, "Yeah, it's fucking annoying. Get him the ball." Like,
Yeah.
Not even that. Get rid of fucking Matt Canada because
Yeah.
he can't call a fucking offense.
Jordan,
Mm.
Oh, it's 3rd and 10. Oh,
I
let's,
don't
let's try a
think
fucking
Tomlin-
QB draw.
yeah, I don't think
Like, what are we
Tomlin
doing
has
here?
any balls.
Mm.
And I watched that game against the Titans, and it's not all Matt Canada's fault because he actually called 3 or 4 plays that Pickett couldn't complete the pass.
Yes.
Like he couldn't get
Oh
anyone.
yeah, you need a guy.
Najee Harris.
yeah, but
is,
then that is his fault though, because he
You're
should
right.
know what his QB can do and can't
Yeah.
do.
That's fair. Stop giving the ball to Najee Harris when
Yeah.
Warren is clearly the better running back.
Yeah.
Everyone can see it. Just be a prick and go, Najee, you're our backup now.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like,
Yeah,
simple as that.
I think this is the issue with the Steelers since '69. They've had three coaches, head coaches.
yeah.
Really?
Which I
since
respect.
1960
Like,
No,
This is
don't get me wrong.
1969.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Bill, Chuck Noll, Bill Cohen,
Bill Cowher and
Milk-
Tomlin.
Mike,
That's like 55 years, dude.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. They don't walk around. And I respect it. And I'm not saying Tomlin should
No, I
be
disagree.
fired
I
or he's a
disagree.
bad coach or I think Tomlin needs to go. And as an organization, they need to go, you know what? We aren't that good.
Mm.
We need to stop keeping, mid-tier players
Yeah,
around.
lingering
we need
around,
to
yeah.
let a bunch of guys kind of walk out the door. Like, is Patrick Peterson playing for them this year? Or was he playing from last year?
Patrick Peterson. I don't believe so. No.
I think he's playing. I think he played from last year. I remember when they signed Patrick Peterson, I was like, why?
Mm.
Bloody young corner.
Yeah.
They've
That's
had
what I mean. They make all those signings all the time. And you're like,
yeah.
why are you
And
bringing
then,
that
and
guy
then
in?
as a result, they're on that 8-8 bullshit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just find a way to win enough games because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just talented enough, and they are well coached. They play, except for offense, they play good special teams. They play tough. It gets cold. Teams can't pass on
Yep,
them. It evens the playing field.
Sure.
But they're just a meat and potatoes operation that I just don't think, unless they can strike magic and find a quarterback in the draft
Yeah.
later,
Yeah.
which they haven't been able to, and
No.
why everyone knows it's very hard to.
Yes.
I don't think they can win a Super Bowl. And
Yeah.
that's why it's not a problem with Tomlin. I think he's a good coach, but I think their whole I would prefer to bottom out a little bit.
I don't think it's a Tomlin problem. I think it's a Pittsburgh Steelers problem.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it's fun making the playoffs. It's fun winning games. Not everything should be
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
but how much of that is the organization thinking that way, or how much is that is the town of Pittsburgh wanting the team to be like that?
Look at the Cowboys and the Eagles, though, right? They're the prime example right now. Both of them bottomed out 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
The Cowboys had the top 4 pick, got Zeke Elliott,
Yep.
and got Prescott in that year's draft as well,
Yep.
which they got lucky. Eagles bottomed out, had that awful year. Got who they taking a top pick? Was it Devontae Smith year? Either way,
no.
like, whoever they
No, Devontae Smith were good that year.
I'm trying to remember.
That
who
we
they
had that
got.
pick from somebody else.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who they got. Oh no, they traded it. That's right. They traded
Yeah.
it to the Rams, then used it on Jordan, the big D tackle.
Yep.
Then used it on Devontae Smith.
Yep.
Then used it on Jalen Carter.
Yep.
Got Jalen Hurts. That bottom out year because they had Jalen Hurts. They had a quarterback.
Yeah,
Remember they
yeah.
traded back with the
Yep,
Rams.
yep.
Rams come up and got Goff.
Yep.
So you bottomed out that year and you got the pick. So you can build on it.
Mm.
If you just keep going 8 and 9, that's all you're going to do.
Yeah,
Like, and I'm not saying you have to,
because you don't have that.
Purposely
You don't have that
lose?
draft capital that you can then perhaps trade and
but
do
you've
stuff,
got to
or
try and
find
do
a stud
or you
quarterback
end
or
up
something like that.
fucking
Yeah,
Carolina that are now going to trade off 2 number 1 picks
yeah.
to get Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, yeah.
Like you just because they didn't finish low enough because
Mm.
they won too
It's
much. They-
their organization issue since 2000.
Yep.
They had Kevin Colbert to 2021. Their GM now, Omar Khan,
Mm.
has been in the same building since 2000 as well.
Yeah,
So they've had the same.
I know what you're
Which-
both saying the same thing, but in different ways. It's just like the whole joint is just stale.
Which
Like everything is stale. It's just like you need like a
Freshness.
freshen up. Yeah,
there's no issue with that. The Ravens have had 2 GMs and 3 coaches, and our first year was 96.
and Ozzie Newsome played for them as well.
They played for the Browns, yes.
Right, yeah.
But that's the thing. it's-
Baltimore Browns. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Baltimore Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
Came,
Oh, did he? I thought he played for the Ravens. He's a Hall of Famer.
he's definitely Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
One of the greatest tight ends of all time.
No,
No, but
no, he's not. He's O-line, wasn't he?
no, tight end.
I might be thinking of someone different. There,
Perhaps.
Yeah.
You're
Anyway.
thinking of.
All right, what do we got next,
Sam.
boys?
Sorry, man.
You've got the Eagles will play Cowboys. In
If
the
that,
NFC
if
Championship
that,
game.
like, okay, obviously there's a few dubious calls, a few things went the Eagles' way.
It was a great game of football.
That was that. You know what that reminded me of? Literally two top 2 heavyweight boxers
Mm.
just pounding the absolute fuck out of each other for 60
Yeah.
minutes of football. It was an amazing thing to watch. I actually wish I wasn't an Eagles fan and I wasn't so like invested and nervous in the game. I said in the chat, I can't talk. I can't
It was
talk until
it
the
was such
game's
a good
over,
game.
because I wish I could just sit back as like a non-biased fan and just watch the game and enjoy it. for
It
how
had
good was.
everything. Like the
Yeah.
defense, somehow the offense has played well, the defense has played
Yeah.
well, both quarterbacks played well,
Yep.
both D lines played
Yep.
well, both O
O-line
lines. Like,
played well,
it
ran the
was-
ball well.
It was 22 players all playing at top level,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was just punching each other
That's what I
and
said.
seeing what
And
happens.
see what happens. It was like
Yeah.
literally 2 big heavyweight
It
boxers,
just felt
number
like
1 versus number 2, and just punching each other.
Yeah,
and
it was
just going at it.
it was the first loss, and I said if it wasn't for the last kind of 4 plays for Prescott were fucking atrocious.
This is the and this is the problem. You know, I hang a lot of shit on Dak,
Mm.
right? And I do it mainly because I hate Cowboys.
Yes,
but
fair.
also because of situations like that. Like this is why Dallas won't win a Super Bowl with
because
Dakota Prescott.
you probably need to do that 3 games in a row if you want to win a
So
Super Bowl.
exactly.
And he
You gotta
might do it.
that
He might
in
do
the
it
playoffs.
once. I don't know, but
You- But because in
You
the
give-
playoffs, all the games are tight like that. They're
Yeah.
all hard like that. You're playing good teams every week.
and I was disappointed because I thought up until those last 4 plays, Prescott was almost the best player on the field.
Yeah, he played really well.
He
did play
was
well. He had a great
Fucking
game.
outstanding.
He had a great
Like,
game.
374 yards.
Yeah, he looked
29 from
terrific.
44.
Yeah.
Didn't make mistakes. I just played really, really well. CD Lamb is so fucking good.
Yeah,
too.
CD was
Like,
great. I
he's
told you, I
jumping
said it
up.
before in the chat. He's
It was
hard, bro.
it was like CD Lamb and AJ Brown show out there. Like they're
Yeah.
just too. They're so different, but
Seriously.
so dominant.
How fucking good is AJ Brown?
He's unbelievable. I'd go on a limb and say he's the best football receiver in football right
Is he
now.
unguardable?
One-on-one he is.
1-on-1. Is he
Yes.
unguardable?
Yes.
Yeah,
He
I
tall.
think so.
He tall.
I
Because
don't.
He's so big, but he's so fast for his size.
I'm trying to think of any corner
Can
that
you,
could
can
beat
you
him
get up how big
one-on-one.
he is, please? Can you get up?
6'4". He's 6'4".
Yeah, but how much does he weigh?
He's the same weight as
102.
yeah. He's
102 kilos.
102 kilos. He's 185 centimeters, so he's 6'2".
Yeah.
Just no, he's 6'1 and a half.
no. I'm certain he was like 6'4". Maybe I got it wrong.
He-
Still, for a wide
185,
receiver, look, and
183, yeah. He's
Also,
he's 6
keep
foot and a
in
half.
mind the guy can run.
Run. That's what I'm saying.
Like he's
so
not like
big.
a 6'1" that can't move. Like
Yeah.
he's huge. He's unbelievable. He's so well. I said I don't think there's anyone that can cover him one-on-one with it. with a half decent thrown ball,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can cover.
And
him
I'm so
one-on-one.
glad, obviously, the Philly organization listened to our podcast because I said in like week 4,
Just throw him the
can we
ball.
just start getting in the fucking ball, please?
But then now it's opening up Devontae Smith.
Exactly, because the safeties are having to come over because they got to help
Yeah.
because they can't guard him.
Fuck the battle between Micah Parsons and Lane Johnson. and
Yeah,
Jordan
that was so
Mailata
good,
was-
man.
Mate, they were going
Yeah.
at it. And then what I loved about it, they actually all the three of them, and DeMarcus Lawrence from the Cowboys
Yep.
all got a photo together after the
Oh,
game
I didn't see that. That's
because
cool.
they were
That's cool.
literally brawling
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
game. They
yeah.
were talking shit.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
as soon
yeah.
as the game ended, it was like pads came off. They swapped jerseys and all
Yep.
had a photo. I
I
was
love
like,
that.
you know what? That makes me respect. Like, if they can
That's
fight
football.
like that and fucking respect,
love
and
that.
shake hands.
I
yeah.
love that
As
because
soon as the game ends, you
that's
shake
like
hands and
that's like
it.
you know that's like gladiator shit, bro. Well,
Yeah.
that's basically what they are. I love
Yeah.
it. So
Great game.
My take after that game, because San Fran, I don't know, things are getting a little weird in San Fran. They kind of do every year. Things are getting a little weird. I think down the stretch that Dallas are really going to start to come good. I think Dakota's really starting to play well, and he's
Well,
starting
I
to,
think they're letting him play.
that's what I'm saying. There's really the offense is really starting to evolve. The defense is the defense. We know that.
No, I think that Mike McCarthy's getting
that's what
his
I mean.
finger off
That's what
him
I
a
mean.
little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
Instead of
like
oh,
it's like
oh.
what we said about Lamar before. Like they're like for the first 3 games, I was like, why is Prescott running that inside zone into a
Yeah.
stacked fucking box?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now he's getting up there and he's like, CD,
Yeah.
they've stacked the box.
Stack the box. You're
You're
going.
off the line.
You're
the,
going.
the corner's 7 yards off you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it to you.
Yeah.
And we're going to take the 5 yards or more
Yeah.
over there instead of running it into a fucking sack box.
Exactly.
Like, it should be basic, but I think for guys like Mike McCarthy, it's not as basic as it needs to be.
But he
But
Again,
he
another
locked
guy
himself
that
in a shot.
benefited
He won a Super Bowl.
from having a generational quarterback.
Yes.
Another guy.
But-
So I think hot take here, you heard it first. Cowboys, Philly, NFC Championship game. You
But-
heard it here first.
But McCarthy locked himself in a cupboard and watched this film and college film, and
Do you remember when he was fired? And he was like, yeah, I've been reading up about RPOs. Everyone's like, RPOs
What?
have been around for fucking 10 years, bro. Don't you remember this when,
No.
when he had that year off after Green Bay fired him?
No, I didn't. I
ESPN
don't.
went to his house one day and he's just sitting in this little room watching film, like offensive film, like,
Oh,
and he's like, they show
wow.
he's like writing with his crayons.
Okay.
RPO.
Oh, so it was like a piss take. All right.
So,
okay.
no,
No,
he
no,
was,
no.
he was
He was-
genuinely didn't know what an RPO was.
He
And
had,
they'd
like-
been around for 10 years.
he had like
Oh.
coaches come and like
Everyone
watch
was
film with
giving
him
him
and break
shit.
film together.
It's so
A
funny.
7-year-old in Connecticut who plays Madden knows what a fucking RPO is.
Yeah, and also knows how to manage a fucking clock better
Yeah,
than
well,
half the
Yeah. that's also
NFL
true.
team. Hire me as your clock operator. I know how to do it better than all of you.
You're slow on
And-
the button.
and
Yeah,
then-
it is not hard.
And then when you hire him, hire me as his security.
Yes. But like, if you want to know when to take a timeout, don't let analytics tell you. It's not fucking hard. I've
Yeah.
played that much Madden. I know when to take timeouts.
with a accelerated clock too, so you lose like 10 seconds.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I play the real Madden. Don't worry. Once won a big tournament over a certain other person in this room.
Yep, that was me.
Balled out, undefeated all year. Weapon. Now
I was undefeated all year
Yeah, we
until that
were.
last game.
he was the Eagles.
Hey.
He got to pick his team.
Hey,
I had to play as the Miami Dolphins,
Yeah,
and
Miami
this is when they weren't good.
Miami Dolphins.
They
Who
were
was-
bad.
Who was the quarterback that year?
I can't.
Was it Matt Shaw? No.
I can't even remember. All I know is remember,
Pick
like,
six Shaw.
remember my quarterbacks kept getting hurt and I had to play like a third stringer,
that's
and I just
right,
went and
yeah.
got the fastest guy with the free agents. But
Yeah.
I think I'll probably be able to remember who it was. But anyway,
That's
Anyway.
football.
all right, we're going to go talking about generational talents and quarterbacks. We wanted to
Ooh.
have a fun chat.
Yeah, let's have a fun chat.
So we're in our little group chat the other day, which gets heated at times, but also is quite loving at times.
Quite
It's a
loving.
very like bipolar chat.
It's a real roller
It's like
coaster of
fuck
emotion.
you. It's like George, why are you attacking me? I love you. And it's like sorry, man. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. You know,
It's a
we're,
real
we're,
roller
we're
coaster,
real
I'm
up
sorry.
and down.
Yeah.
It's Taylor Swift theme. It's 1989,
And it is,
so we
and-
make sure it's very lover.
And I am an emotional guy.
You are an emotion.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, I'm shocked. George is
Oh my
emotional.
God. Oh.
Jesus, we're breaking news over here.
Also, water is wet. The sky is blue.
Water's not wet.
So
What
we had a
to
chat
say.
the other day about what teams would be good if they had a top 10 quarterback. What
Yeah.
teams would be a contender
A contender.
if
Super Bowl
you
contender.
swapped their quarterback out for a top 10,
Top 10
quarterback.
quarterbacks. So I think first we need to establish what we as a collective think are the top 10 quarterbacks in the league.
Do you know what I realized making my top 10?
I didn't actually make one. I wanted to come
It
in like
is-
unbiased and talk
All right.
about it with you
I've got a
guys.
top
Fucking
10.
impossible.
It is. There are a lot of shit quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like I thought the NFL was pretty quarterback rich at the moment. It's fucking not.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Like there's a lot of guys with young quarterbacks that we're not sure if they're good or not yet.
Yeah. And there's a lot of like
But
mid-tier guys.
yeah, but I
A
wouldn't put
lot of
them in.
mid-tier guys.
Well, do you want me to read out my top 10? Did you do a top 10, Brock?
No, I was just going to wing it.
All right. Well, do you want me to do mine or do you want me to wing it too?
You can
Do
you
you?
can
Do
you
you
can
read
read
I'll
yours
read it out because it was a lot harder than it was. Sorry, it was a lot easier than I thought. So I'll go from 1 till 10. I've got
No,
Mahomes
10 from 1.
10 to 1. All right. I've got Prescott at 10.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Because I didn't think he'd be in my top 10 either.
Yep.
Wait till I read the rest of the
Yep.
names. I've got Tua at 9,
Sure.
Lawrence at 8, CJ Stroud at 7,
Ooh.
Hurts at 6, Herbert at 5, Allen at 4,
Mm.
Lamar at 3, Burrow at 2, and Mahomes at 1.
1. Yeah.
And I went through the list of quarterbacks 50 times because I was looking at it thinking, I don't think
Are we
Tua and-
going on current play or what are we going on?
well, I didn't put Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers on there purely
because
because
they're injured?
no. So my mindset was if I
Are
was
they- are
going
they still
in,
top 10 at the moment.
yes, if I was going into next year, who would I want? So
Okay.
as of right now, if I was building my team, and they could be like,
okay.
you can take any quarterback you want. That's how I did it. So my mindset is Kirk Cousins. We don't even know how he's going to recover from that.
Yeah.
Same with like
Achilles, yeah.
and like with all due respect to Aaron Rodgers, he's fucking 40 years old coming
Yeah.
off a torn Achilles. Now
Yeah.
he's recovering very well, but I wouldn't risk him in over any of these guys. I wouldn't risk.
He's
him
on that
coming off an
ayahuasca.
injury.
He's on that ayahuasca. He's like
on some crazy.
he might be back by like week 12 or
They
something, bro.
fucking need him. But yeah,
Yeah,
like,
dude, he's
I,
terrible.
I don't know if I've missed a quarterback off that list in the top 10 because I genuinely started that with not thinking Prescott, Tua, Lawrence even would be in my top 10.
Yeah.
Not even Stroud. Stroud's my 7th quarterback.
Derek
Carr.
Derek Carr.
I looked at it. He's been
the-
awful this
He's
year.
been terrible, but like
He's been
yeah.
terrible.
There was him,
He shows-
Kirk Cousins, Rodgers were the only
Right now,
three
I'd
I
have
was
to-
kind of thinking
Right now,
about.
I'd have Dak over Carr for sure.
Yeah,
Right
I
now.
think about how they've played this year. I'm just trying to think. Like, I literally was racking my brain to think who I've missed. Like, there's just not that many guys. Like Bryce Young, no, he's been
No.
atrocious. Pickett, Fields. Like, I'm trying to think. I was like, Fields maybe at the start of the year would have got in over these guys, but he had 2 good games this
Yeah,
year and then got hurt. No, Goff was my 11.
No, I'd have Goff over Dak.
You know what the problem with Goff is? He's dropped right off the last few weeks.
Yes, he has. Yes.
Like,
Yeah, but like you can't.
But
be,
you know
can't
what?
Be playing at
if,
fucking.
if someone had Goff in there over Prescott, Tua, Lawrence, or Stroud, I wouldn't argue it.
yeah.
I'd happily have him as like 10A. Doesn't bother me. Like, I'd consider him a top 10 guy if someone wanted to argue it. I'd be like, yeah. Like, I'd happily flip them out.
Mm.
But there's just not many other guys other than that. Goff was the only one, and Kirk Cousins, but, you know, them being injured, I don't really care.
Russell Ledham Cook Wilson
No.
hasn't been too bad the past
No.
3 weeks.
Nah.
So what list have you got up there, Brocky?
I've just got the stat lead. I've just got all the quarterbacks listed from yardage.
All right. So now the real question is, now that we've got a base understanding what top 10 guys are, like, I'd even say, we could probably even say like top 5.
Right.
Because let's be honest, like, if you're wanting to rebuild a team and you want Prescott or fucking Tua, is that really what you want? Like, I'd say if we could put a top
Yeah, but if
5
you put
quarterback,
if you put Prescott on
Miami?
on the Pittsburgh Steelers, they'd be fucking way better than what they are now.
that's true. Well, okay, so then this was our discussion. It was which teams with a top. The other one was Deshaun Watson, who I was flirting with.
Yeah.
Not as much as he flirts with his dick out of his pants, but I was flirting with getting him in the top 10.
It does like his dick out of his
Yeah,
pants.
he's a big fan. He's
Shout
got
out to Deshaun Watson's
six
dick.
massage rooms in his new mansion. Fucking creep.
Moving on.
Are we just jealous because he's really rich now?
No, I'm not jealous because he's rich. I'm not jealous because he's made money. I'm annoyed at how shit he is now. I want good Deshaun Watson back. When
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
do I,
know he
yeah.
was a fucking creep that got his dick out all the time.
I don't.
Yeah, but who
I
cares
don't.
if he's
I
a
like
creep
this
if he's a good football player?
That's what I mean. That's what
all I
annoys
care
me.
about.
It's like
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill. He's a piece of shit, but he's
He's-
good at football and
he's
he's fun to watch. So you know
really
what?
good at football.
I'll fucking put up with it.
Yeah,
I'll
that's fair.
bag him every chance I get, but I'll put
Well,
up
I'll
with
bag
it.
him for being a piece of shit,
Yeah,
but I can't
But
bag him for his
Deshaun Watson,
play.
I can't even be like, he's a fucking loser, but he's really good at football at least.
Yeah,
He's not even really good at football anymore.
he's really rich though.
He's very rich.
Shout
and
out.
he will be for a long time.
Yeah, he will
Well
be.
done, Deshaun. And his
I'm,
agent.
I'm looking at the top 3 yards this year.
Yeah.
You won't be able to give me number 2.
In what?
For yards.
Passing yards this year. You won't be able to give
Kirk
me.
Cousins?
Nope. You will not be able to give me in.
Really?
Mhm.
Is he NFC or AFC? Give me a hand. We'll give it away.
I'm trying to think. I
Oh,
think
no, no,
NFC. He's NFC.
NFC. Is he on a good team?
No. Not great team.
Is it
He's in your division.
Sam Howell?
Sam Howell.
Really?
He's second in yards this year.
Second in yards.
Why?
He's got 14 touchdowns, nine picks. He's taken 44 sacks,
Oh yeah, the team's atrocious.
but he's gone 2,471 yards.
Yeah, right. So yards necessarily isn't everything.
Speaking of hollow yards,
Yeah.
here comes Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Da-da-da-da.
All right, which teams do you think? I'll start with one because this one's the easiest. This is the easiest fucking one
So
in
they had
the
a-
entire NFL.
If they had a top
If
10,
this team had a top 10 fucking quarterback, they're a playoff contender.
New York
It is the
Vikings,
New York fucking Jets.
New York Jets.
oh, yeah.
Their defense is fucking outstanding. They did not score an offensive touchdown on the weekend and turned it over 3 times. And then the defense still only gave up 24 points.
Yeah.
And they turned it over.
Were you guys listening to Troy Aikman speak
I
about?
try and not do that.
I can't stand him.
Why don't you like it? Why do you guys like
No,
Troy
no.
Aikman?
Oh,
The
he's-
way he was talking about Zach Wilson, it's like he fucked his wife.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
wow.
annoys
That
the
he's
shit out of me.
he's the biggest back in my day,
Yeah.
like analyst of all time. Tony Romo's on his way there too. It must be a quarterback.
Tony Romo
from
started
Dallas.
great, and
He's
now
doing-
I'm like,
You know,
But didn't they tell him that he needed to change the way he broadcast games?
Yeah.
I thought CBS did that because they didn't like how he was broadcasting. They wanted him to like dumb it down for the common man because he was getting like real analytical with it, which I really enjoyed.
I
by the way,
loved it.
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
now
That's
he,
100%
now he
right.
just says things and gets really excited about it. Give me Greg Olson.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg
All of
Oh,
Olson.
shout out to Greg
Greg
Olson.
Olson's
Unreal.
really good.
Greg Olson, if you ever want to
Shout
come
out
on
to
the
Greg
show,
Olson.
open invite. You're always
You know
welcome.
what? A
Just
guy
a-
like
and
Greg
also
Olson,
just a chiseled
He would.
jaw.
he
as
would
well.
be. You'd be a chance because you would be surprised how many like times I've messaged someone to do an interview over the years doing this, and a guy like Greg Olson are the ones that go, "Yeah, sure, man, I'll jump on with you."
Oh,
Like,
dude,
Mate, I got
I
Chris
would literally
Westling, who
blow
was
a
on
load in my pants if he came on.
Chris Westling's on one of the biggest NFL podcasts. Well, he passed away now, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but he was on Around the NFL, which is one of the biggest podcasts
Yep.
in the world. I messaged him. He was like, "Yeah, come on." You'd be surprised. You don't
Yeah.
ask, you don't get. Like,
Shout out to
it's-
Greg Olson. Come on our show, dude. We love you.
Yeah,
I can
Fiddle
see it
jaw.
that's what we're doing this offseason. We're sliding into DMs
Yeah, oh,
for
baby.
anyone.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised how many people are like podcasts from Australia. That'd be fun.
off
Yeah, it'd be
season.
fun.
I do that on a weekly basis, mate.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about your Tinder DMs, mate. Yeah, creep.
Bumble. It's all about Bumble.
Shit.
this
Bumble, where the girls have to message you first.
Shout out to Brock's Bumble account. Hit him up.
Do you know how else would be really good?
3
If,
and 0 is the bio.
do you know how else would be really good if they had a top 10 quarterback?
Go on.
The Buffalo Bills. Like,
Yeah.
If Josh Allen could just be a top 10 quarterback.
You know what
and
Josh Allen,
get
you know what
it.
Josh Allen needs to do? He needs to stop fucking turn the ball over. That's what he needs to do.
In fairness to Josh Allen, they would have had a chance to win that fucking game if Von Miller could tackle Joe Mixon
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
had
yeah.
him dead to rights.
Yeah,
Like,
but also Von Miller is like 108 years old
fuck
now,
him.
dude.
He's getting paid like 25 million a year.
He's
to
getting
tackle
paid
the guy.
too much to not do.
He literally
anything.
sealed the edge, and then old Joe Mixon's just turned around and going, "Oh yeah, I'm just going to walk past you at snail's
Yeah,
pace," and he
yeah.
just dove at his legs and missed him. Atrocious. But you're right, Josh Allen could have done that before. All right, who else we got? Who do you think's a contender with a good
Pittsburgh?
quarterback?
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh Steelers, 100%. Again, strong defense.
Yep.
Good enough receiving. Like Deontay Johnson's a really underrated wide receiver. Good enough running game. O-line probably lets them down. They're not as talented as the Jets, I don't think. But yeah,
Yeah,
good
but you'd
contender on the
be surprised
Steelers.
what a top 5 quarterback can make up for.
Yeah.
Look at Joe Burrow in his first year and his second year.
Did you have
Second year he played with no O-liners running for his life. They
Yep.
made a Super Bowl, dude.
you have Justin Herbert in that?
Yeah, 6, 5.
5.
Nah, Herbert's good, man.
Did I
Herbert's
have
good.
any five? I had him at 5. I had Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, Allen, Herbert,
That's
Hurts,
too high.
Stroud, Lawrence. Well, who would you put him? Would you put Hurts over him?
Yes.
All right, I'll swap Hurts and
Oh,
Herbert.
oh,
oh,
I would have.
I'd happily argue that. I'd happily
I would have
follow that.
him 7, 8, 9.
Would you put Stroud over him?
Yeah, the way he's playing at the moment. Yeah.
Would you put Lawrence over him?
Yes. He's a 7, 8, 9.
Would you put Tua over him?
the way to
Keep in mind, if you put Tua on the fucking Dolphins, Herbert on the Dolphins, what do you think he's doing right now?
He's doing a lot.
He plays for the most dysfunctional franchise in the history
Yeah,
of
but
the NFL, and he is all they've got
He has a lot of turnovers.
because he's literally trying to carry the team.
Yeah, but you don't have to throw picks.
Oh no,
every fucking chance you
I
get.
know, but he's talent-wise,
Yeah.
See, no, but that's,
talent-wise, he's outstanding.
he's a
I
top
think-
10 quarterback, but he's not
Oh, yeah.
top 5. I'm having him 8, 9.
I'd honestly let you really from probably 3. So Mahomes and Burrow,
For me, he's
Lamar, Allen, Herbert, Hurts, Stroud, Lawrence, Tua, and Prescott probably not. But any of those guys before that, I'd let you swap.
the
them over
way
if you
he's
wanted.
going, the way he's playing right now. He's a bat 8 dozen bowl sort of character
Yeah.
where he's there just he's good when he's good, but he's not
trying
great.
his best, man. That organization's fucked.
Yeah, they've been fucked
They're
for a long time.
They play awful defense.
Who's
awful defense.
who's the team? Who you got as
Green
a team,
Bay Packers?
Rocky?
Oh no, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I think, do you know, and we talked about this last week, it's not all the Jordan Love problem in Green Bay. Their receivers aren't talent. They don't have a stacked offensive talent group or offensive
Nah,
line.
not
Whereas you throw a contender, like Aaron Rodgers was top 10 last year, and
true.
he just missed out on the playoffs. Like he couldn't, and then he had the last laugh in fantasy because he's walked away going, "Yeah, Jordan Love, have fucking fun."
Yeah,
This
he's walked
isn't-
away from a
This is
dumpster
an
fire.
untalented
Absolutely,
fucking
he did.
team.
Yeah.
So that's one I probably don't agree on. What about Raiders?
Yeah. Oh, I think they're not a contender. They could be a playoff team.
They
They're not
have
a
a
contender.
great defense. That's all I'm
Contender,
giving
like
them.
Max Crosby's not getting enough love for how well he's playing.
He's
this year.
played a fantastic
He
season. I
played
give
every
all the love
snap
to the.
on the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I love my big white boy fucking
Yeah.
pass rushers.
Yeah,
I love them.
dog, dude.
And Aiden Hutchinson, I love him too.
He a mean motherfucker.
know,
Max
I
Crosby.
got all love for the big white boys.
I've got one for you. They need a different coach as well.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, 100%.
I
Arthur
rate
Smith
that
is
massively.
a fucking bot.
I
Arthur
rate that.
Smith does not know he's
Brocky, you
fucking
might,
doing.
you might have just won this segment, bro.
We actually had an actually I think you have. I think that's the ultimate one. We had an argument a few or not an argument. We discussed a few weeks ago how it was like if you don't throw the ball to Kyle Pitts and Drake London,
Yeah.
they can't catch
They
it.
can't catch it. Yeah.
And they for like 2 weeks threw the ball to them heaps. And then it's like Arthur Smith is like, no. Hear me out here. Jono Smith.
Hear me out here.
Come here.
We're trying to lose games.
Boys, look, I'm gonna blow your minds. It's gonna sound crazy, but then you're gonna think about it. All right. Not Bijan.
Not-
Tyler Algier.
Not our running back who we've drafted in the top 10.
Tyler Algier. What do you reckon? And there's the rest of the staff just sitting there going,
What the fuck?
Why?
Are you high right now? That's what I would say.
"What? Here's what we're gonna run a play where it's red zone, right? We're gonna have Kyle Pitts block, and then we're gonna have Jono Smith get a handoff and then throw the ball to our third tight end."
Yeah. Who I can't even name.
But hold on, coach, why don't you just get Jono Smith to block then, or the third tight end to block and
Yeah.
get Kyle Pitts to run
Run the route.
The route. No, they'll be expecting that. It's like
And that's when we got it.
that's when we got him right where we want him. But yes, you were right. If the Atlanta Falcons had a competent,
If
if they had Kellen Moore and a top 10 quarterback, they're a playoff.
I
They're a
100%
contender.
agree. I
Their
reckon-
defense surprisingly strong this year.
Yeah, they're playing good. Oh, what? I got one. I got one.
Hit me.
Arizona.
Nah, Josh Dobbs was a dog.
If Arizona had a top 5 quarterback, that'd be a contender.
Well,
They-
actually, I've just thought of a guy.
they-
Does
he-
Kyler Murray get on over Prescott and Tua?
no.
No, but he's back this week.
Well, let's see how he goes.
Kyler
I've
Murray's
al-
back.
I've always
Are you
maintained.
sure he's
I've
back?
always maintained he's too small.
Too small. Yeah, he's the same with Bryce Young.
Yeah, he's
Everyone
too
will
small.
know forever that you said Bryce Young was too small.
Are you sure he's back this week? Because Modern Warfare comes out on the 10th. So like he's
Oh,
playing on
yeah,
the 12th.
2 days. Yeah, no, he might not be back.
He's got a grind.
It's
he's not going to
Max
fall.
I think it's double
Imagine-
XP.
Double XP weekend,
Okay.
first weekend. He's not
Okay.
going to fall behind.
Okay. In the history of dumbass fucking things to do,
Got to
right?
phase up.
And I'm a big believer in when people show you who they are, believe them. Okay.
Yes.
If you have to put in your franchise quarterback's contract that he has to watch a certain amount of fucking film, that it's mandated that he has to watch this much film because he's spending too much of his free time playing fucking online video games. Before you get
Why
this
did you
guy,
point at my computer? Like, I feel personally attacked right now.
because you play a lot of online video games.
I'm also not an NFL quarterback, George.
That's right, you're not.
And I have a
You
contract
are
too.
you are on Madden
But-
24.
I'm mad.
But if you're prepared to give this guy 150 million guaranteed or whatever it was, 160 million guaranteed, whatever it
a
was,
ridiculous amount.
right?
I've tried to trade him in Madden. He's untradeable.
Don't you think that that's a red
No
flag?
one wants him.
That you could go, that you would go, hang on a minute, maybe we shouldn't give this guy 160 million guaranteed. Or,
Yes.
am I a dickhead?
No, you're not a dickhead. But the problem is to keep a quarterback at your organization now, you've got to give him 5 million, 40 to 50 million a year. That's just the facts. Like Daniel Jones is getting fucking $41 million this year.
He's out for the season.
And he's
already.
just done his
ACL.
knee. Yeah,
Yeah,
stiff fucking
ACL.
shit. So
Nah, I don't
Like,
want
it's-
to. I don't
it's
want to
like,
see.
fuck the
I don't wanna
Giants,
see-
George.
I don't want to see people injured.
no,
I don't wanna see people injured.
I was saying stiff shit to the Giants. Daniel Jones is the luckiest motherfucker in the room.
He's getting 40 million.
He doesn't have to play this year
Sit
now.
on the couch.
He doesn't have to sit there with fucking Dable when Dable's like, hey guys, hear me out here. Back at the Bills, we used to do this. But fuck, I want to coach of the year award, guys. Like, fuck off, Dable. I don't even know if Dable's like that. I'm sure he's not. I've just painted this picture in my mind.
He's a really nice guy.
I've heard that too. I've painted such a
And
negative picture
next
in
year
my
he's gonna
mind.
come
of
back.
him.
He's going to have no Saquon, and things are going to get real interesting there.
He got a contract of 5 years, 230.
So who's that? Arizona? Who's that?
Cardinals,
Cardinal. Yeah, Kyler.
103.3 guaranteed.
Right.
And it's his third year of it, isn't it?
Second year.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
He signed that in 2022.
And you had to put
How much
in,
is that a year? 40.
Oh fuck, like, yeah. I think it
You had to
bases
put
out
in
to
the
46
contract.
a year.
James, in the contract you had to put he has to
remember.
watch this much
It
film.
got taken out. It got taken out.
Did it?
It got taken out. Yeah. It got leaked.
Oh.
So it got leaked that it was in his contract.
It probably got leaked by the Arizona Cardinals
And
so
then
that the media would give him shit for it.
and then it
They
came-
make him sign it.
It was a no. That was a mistake. That wasn't in there.
Boys, I think I've got one to beat Brox.
Here we go.
To beat the
Top
Falcons.
10 quarterback.
Go on.
The Detroit Lions.
No, I
see,
could see
I've got
Jared
Goff
Goff
at number
going in
10.
there.
I've got Goff at number 10, so I'm
Okay.
not with you on
I'll
that because
rephrase it.
because he's already
If
a
the
top 10
Detroit
quarterback.
Lions had Joey Burrow, they're winning a Super Bowl.
They're probably already, if they had him last year, they'd probably win it last year.
Yeah.
A fit and healthy, as I said to you guys in the group chat,
I almost put him as one on my list.
as a fit, if
Mahomes
we're-
got a bit more runs on the
if
board.
we're
Billy would have
assuming,
fucking loved you.
if we're assuming that all
People
all-
are healthy.
everyone is healthy and playing at full 100% health,
Yep.
Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Well, because it's funny, Mahomes all of a sudden's lost all his targets, which we've talked about before.
And
That
that's what
when
I said
you
to you.
don't have money,
That's
you
what I
can't
said.
pay guys.
Remember when I said he got his
Yeah.
extension to make him the highest paid quarterback because
Yeah.
wank, 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 I want to be the highest quarterback. Good luck throwing a fucking soup cans, moron.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's actually hurt him. It showed the now. It's all. I thought that in my mind. I was like, yeah, well, Joe Burrow's got 3 pretty fucking good wide receivers. He throws the ball to.
Yeah, but no shit, because the Bengals hit on their fucking quarterback. They're like, we got to get him some guys to throw
Yeah,
the ball to.
But like, you can't blame Mahomes for not having people to throw.
Yeah,
to
but I
and
can
then-
blame him for wanting to be the highest paid quarterback instead
Well-
of taking that 15 million and giving it to 2 fucking receivers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because Burrow,
That-
because
I can blame him
Burrow
for
just got signed, and then he went in like, no, I want more money than Burrow, basically.
Yeah,
Which is outrageous.
Yeah,
When you're earning
that's
fucking
what I
50
blame him
million,
for.
What do you need?
like,
It
dude,
sounds outrageous.
you
but when
don't
you're
need the
earning
money.
50 million. What do you need 6 million more a year for?
you don't need it.
I don't get
His
it.
brother's court fees.
Well, his brother's in real trouble again.
Again,
It's firing up again. Yeah, apparently there's,
He's had to go back to court.
yeah, there's some shit coming out.
so I don't blame you for that. I blame you for being a fucking wanker to wanting the extra money. Oh, I need to be the number 1 paid quarterback. Look, get the fuck out of here, dude.
He'd be
concentrate
better
on-
off
concentrate on
going,
playing.
hey, cut me fucking
Do,
15
do,
million
what,
out.
do what Tom Brady did. He cut his salary almost every fucking
Also,
season to get guys.
Why can't they be like, hey, we'll cut your salary, but then when you finish playing, we're gonna give you a cushy little fucking team office job and pay you. No, but why can't they just have a handshake agreement? That's what they do.
Of course, that's
yeah,
what they do.
But that's the thing.
If you do the right thing by the organization, then when you finish, they're going to be like, "Hey, you can work for us now, man."
Yeah,
no, but then the player goes, if they don't get that job,
Then
they go, oh, well, hey, you gave me a handshake agreement.
Yeah.
And then it's all,
Yeah, but I
there's no, it's not
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but like,
Too much shit will get drug up.
Tom Brady was the ultimate at it.
yeah, he
Tom
was the
Brady,
ultimate.
you look at what he earned in his career. Now he earned a lot off the field, but what he earned and how he helped the Patriots build those Super Bowl winning
Yeah.
teams. He
So-
took pay cuts to get Randy Moss in the building. that
Yeah.
year.
He's the second highest.
Who?
Quarterback, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, yeah. In the
Second highest what?
Earned quarterback.
he
Yeah.
played for 22
He took
years.
22 years
Yep.
though.
Like
You
I bet
wanna-
you Aaron Rodgers is up.
If you did, if
Aaron
you did,
Rodgers
per,
is
if you
third.
did
I bet
per
you
year,
Kirk Cousins is up.
what about if he did per year though? Probably wasn't that high, dude.
Where's Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins, like, on quick look like 10th.
Exactly, and he's not even that good.
2012.
No, he's not that good.
Like he's
200,
certainly-
200 mil.
that's what I mean. Like,
And how many Super Bowls does he have? And
how many,
does
like
Brady
is
have?
Matt Stafford on that list?
Matt Stafford is fourth.
Yeah, so there you
see?
go. Like it's all modern. Is Philip Rivers on it?
Of course.
Rivers is, he's down there yet.
Yeah, he would be.
242.
Yeah, so it's all like it's
Oh, yeah,
all modern.
you need years. And
So
you need to be modern.
how many years did he play? 22 years, and what was his
Who is
salary?
this?
what was
Brady.
Brady's career?
Brady was 22. Career earnings 317 million.
Yeah, what is it per year?
Cap inflated earnings.
14 million.
See, it's fucking nothing. It's
Cap- cap-
peanuts, dude.
Cap inflated earnings 528 million.
Yes, that's all the cap relief he gave them.
Yep.
So 528 divided by 22 years is 24 million.
No,
Right.
no. That's if like the cap was what it was back then.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, the cap is now what it is back then.
Right.
What did Aaron Rodgers earn? What's his career?
He's 341 net.
Yeah.
341. And how many years did he play for?
He's 05 to 2023. So he's hang on.
Come on.
18 years. So this is 19th year, I think.
Yes.
No, yeah, 19th year.
So he's 21 million.
Yeah, see what I mean? That's an extra 6 million a year.
7 million a year.
That's,
He's-
that is a stud receiver.
He earned 306 at back.
That's a stud receiver every year on top.
Insanity.
And no
It's
wonder he's got,
insanity in
but
here.
that's why he's got fucking 7 rings.
George, has anyone ever told you you're an emotional guy?
Yes.
I don't believe you. He hasn't got emotional in this
Almost-
conversation the whole time.
I love
Almost
it.
every day.
He's got some fire and passion. Well, look, that was a little fun segment.
Yeah,
We thought.
that
Has
was a
Billy
fun
got something? Did Billy send something in?
Billy did send something. in.
Bilbo,
Fucking Bill. But I saw him last night, and I promised him. We had the Package and the P podcast last night, and they gave the
Shout out
boys,
to the boys.
Scotty and Billy, gave us a very good shout out to the Vault Studio.
Did he? I haven't listened yet. I was saying
They gave us a very. I didn't even prompt it. They just
Really?
rolled in and said how good it was. Billy said
unprompted.
Billy said it's one of his favorite podcasts at the moment.
Wow.
So it's
So
big.
does that mean I have
That's-
to keep the first section of Billy's?
He also
commenting.
said that he's taller than you,
That is an
and he said
endorsement.
that you know it.
I don't
wanna-
know shit, Bill.
Yeah, look at his face.
I
Did he
don't know
say
shit.
it? Did he really say that?
He said that
We're going back to back. We're going back to back. I want to know.
Saturday night. We're going back to back.
Saturday night,
Saturday night. We're doing it.
rage cage into back to back into beer pong.
Oh no! Oh, Brock, stop it!
Oh, no, don't
I
do
don't,
it.
I don't want to have fun. Oh no!
So if you didn't hear shit,
Into Zuba. I mean, what? Sorry.
You're
Whoa.
threatening.
Whoa.
so
We're
if
not
you didn't
going,
hear shit.
Hey, you really are threatening him with a good time.
no, but yeah. So shout out to the Package and the P podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, the sign's behind that sign.
Shout out.
Go and check that out because it's not a sport podcast. It is just three dickheads, including me, in a little bit. Like I'm a little bit more of a dickhead.
I would almost say number one dickhead.
Yes, correct. Correct, George. Correct. It's like
Nailed it.
Hey-oh.
I hate that song. God, it just keeps going that long.
Jesus, it wasn't that funny. Relax.
It's got 5 seconds left still, and it won't let me stop it.
Jeez.
All right.
That was a real
What's-
friend's laugh track. Shout
Well,
out.
I meant to make Billy a fucking drop today, but do you want to be honest? I can't think of anything creative. I couldn't think of anything to do for his drop.
Nah.
I'll just bet like maybe Oompa. Oh, I've got it.
Whoa.
No, I've got it. I've got it. All right,
Tune
next
in.
week.
Tune in next week.
Billy,
for the-
send
for
it in
the-
next
for the
week.
Bilbo
I just-
drop.
it's just come to me.
And you know what? Watch him never send one again.
Yeah, Billy, you got to send. No, I'll just start making them up. All right,
Just for the drop.
Here we go.
it is
Here we
with
go.
Billy's.
Let's listen.
Fellas, back again for another week. Question time. Before I start, I just want to make a comment that Brock's actually shorter than
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Question. Straight off the Dome Tech. Very similar to last week.
Hmm.
You got one entire NFL game to rush for 10 yards. $1 million on the line. Are you doing it? I'm going to go ahead and say none of you are doing it. But anyway, let me know what you think.
Can I go first?
No, I got this because I just wanted to defend myself against Billy right quick.
All right. Well, I love that the two shortest guys I know are both arguing about who's tall.
No. It's not even about that. Billy can't guard me, and I've got the photo proof.
Oh.
I got
Hey,
past him
well,
all.
hey,
I got
James,
over the top. So
what did I tell you? He's come with the fucking receipts tonight, bro.
I'll post that photo on the Vault podcast
Yes, please do.
socials later.
Please do.
Couldn't guard me. Shout out Richie, good ball. Georgie, boy, take it away. What are you thinking?
I couldn't even rush for 1 yard right now. My right knee is so fucked and swollen. I can barely make it down the
In a
stairs.
full
again.
NFL game,
No
10
way.
yards easily.
You could.
Easily. You know what you could do? You could literally,
Get the fuck out of here,
you
bro.
could line up at quarterback and just QB sneak it and get a yard a time and just have fucking 50 rushes.
I'm picking the Eagles.
You have a whole
No,
game.
the Eagles don't line.
Yeah, you
picking the
have
Eagles.
an entire game. Are you telling me at one point they're not gonna block well enough on 5 plays for my slow ass to get 3 yards and do that 5 or 6 times?
You know,
Or 1 yard. Like you could just run. I could be like, all right, I'm not gonna line up 5 yards off the ball. I'm gonna line up 2 yards off the ball. Quarterback's gonna snap it. I'm gonna grab it and run straight behind Jason Kelsey and just try and then dive and try and get 2 yards.
you know what I'm going to do?
Tell me I can't do that 5 times easily.
I'm going to line up as running back.
I'm not saying I wouldn't
No,
die.
Oh, we're dying, but we're going to go the brotherly shove.
Brotherly shove.
We're going to go it 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
They're going to have to stop it eventually.
And you'll
They-
convert it.
No, they think they're going to stop it. I'm going to be running back. I'm
Yeah.
going to be swift. I'm going to run a counter back around the other way.
Sweep the other way.
Nah, I'm not even gonna go that fancy.
Nah, I'm getting
'Cause-
fancy with it.
Because then you've got those fucking athletes coming after you
Yeah,
in the
no
open
shit.
field.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
going-
want to
I'm
be
going out of bounds.
in any space. Like I want to run over the center, so if I can see any dude like linebackers coming down, I can just nuzzle in behind
Yeah.
and just like bury my head and be
First
like,
of all, hey,
everyone fall over.
Hang on a second. Quick shout out to Jason Kelsey. Did you see he got nominated during the week for
Sexiest Man of the Year.
Man Alive?
Yeah, as he
He
fucking
should. He'll win it.
I would
Who-
win
hey,
anything to get
who
him on our
knew-
podcast.
Who knew that all you needed was a giant blockhead, massive beard, broad shoulders, and a beer gut?
Nah, your brother has to be.
You don't have a beer gut.
No, because I don't drink beer, but I've got everything else.
Your brother has to be playing Taylor Swift as well to get that sort of like.
Do you know what's
attention.
funny though? Like Travis Kelsey is clearly a good looking
Yeah, he's
bloke,
handsome
and
as
he's a
fuck, dude.
great looker. And his brother, this fucking warlock from the hills of Mount Moria, comes out with a pickaxe and he's like, I'm the sexiest man. I want him to win just because from listening to those two together, he's going to rub it in Travis Kelsey's face for fucking
the
ever.
funniest part of all that is not only is he not the sexiest man alive, he's not even the sexiest man alive in his fucking family, bro.
It's great. It's terrific.
brilliant.
And like Travis Kelsey once had a dating show about it.
Catching
Kelsey. Like it's great.
So no, Bilbo, to answer your question, absolutely not. My knees fucked. I couldn't even run 1 yard to save my life.
Bilbo fucking comfortably.
Easy 100 mil.
You know what? I'd
Easy
even
milli.
let you limit me to 20 carries. I'd get it in 20 carries.
Wow. I love the
10
confidence,
yards. It's not hard. If I had
bro.
a good
10 yards is a long
O-line,
way, dude.
if I had a good O-line, I could get a couple of yards at a time. I could just run and be like, all right, guys, come on. I'm just going to dive forward and get a yard.
Yeah.
Do that 10 times.
Okay.
Didn't say you have to get 5 yards per carry.
No. He said you got the whole game.
That's a lot of snaps. That could be 60 snaps.
Shout out to Billy.
Anyway, Brock, you answered. You'd run a fucking counter sweep and get a 60-yard touchdown run.
85 yards.
No.
85 yards is the
The whole,
record.
the whole
Unfortunately, there's no barbarians in the NFL, mate.
Hey.
I can only play who I play.
wow.
We don't know who our best player is yet.
But all I want to see, forget about any of this. All I want to see on the socials posted on Saturday night is a back-to-back shot of the two of them. I want to see.
Mate,
once
I'm
and for all
bringing a
who's
fucking
taller.
tape measure. I'm marking them on the wall. Like, we're going full scientist on this.
I love it. Laser level.
Talking
everything.
about coming down Saturday, juniors playing Friday night. So if you're in the area, get down to Ranger Field,
No.
Shout out.
support the juniors.
Oh, no. Yeah, of course I'll be there.
JA will definitely be
The
there.
president.
JA will definitely be there.
No, I won't be. I'm at Brett's wedding Friday night.
Great invite there, Brett.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Brett.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Bad
sweet,
luck,
Brett.
boys.
Getting married.
Cheers, Brett. Thanks, mate.
What the fuck are you doing that for,
I
dude?
know. I told him. I fucking told him.
I keep everyone.
All downhill from here.
I tell everyone, don't get married, don't have kids. Nobody fucking listens to me, bro.
Everybody's listening to you. People are still listening to this, so we better go here, boys.
Wrap it up.
All right.
boys.
Okay, no, that's sure.
Peace out.
Peace. Love.